Don't get shy of the camera.
I'm never shy. I don't believe in being shy. Nope. I know you can fix anything and put any words they want in. So this is our arrow room. And we got a truckload coming, and this is usually all raw shafts up here. This is all raw shafts on this side. And this is all the stuff we build through that light on Ouija. And then we have the kids come out. We have them pick whatever colors they want. We sit them down right here. And we have them make their own arrow. And my favorite thing, to ask them, how old are you? They say 9, and I'll say, how many kids in the whole world do you think at 9 years old made their own arrow? And then go in the other room and we have them pop balloons with it. And I love it because they always think about it. I go, probably 1. You know what I mean?
I had a little girl last week.
Yeah, you're the kid, man.
Probably
today.
3.
Yeah, probably 3, right?
Like, no, just 1.
Yeah, there's not a lot of 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds. And then we have all the made-up arrows here. And then this is everybody's favorite right here. We keep a pretty good.
Look at that.
Pretty big bunch of arrows. And then you can see all these right here, all the FMJs, the 4mm, the 5mm.
Yeah, those look nice.
Yeah, we do the wraps. We got all the custom wraps. So you can get the wraps for the firefighters, the police officers. Red, white, and blue for the veterans, like those. We all like those.
And the Patriots.
The Patriots, yep. The good Patriots. So, that's in here. So if you want, come on, we'll walk down. I'll show you the upstairs range now. We got 5 bow presses. And we really like these spiked bow presses. Matthews Incorporated may help you. I got a gentleman with a camera in my face doing a podcast right now for Reedy's Archery. Everything. He's got a bunch of questions he's going to ask us and stuff like that. Yes. Yep. So, all right. Yeah, no, give me a couple of, like noontime or something, we'll get on it. Just ship it. Whatever you got, ship it. All right. Thanks, buddy. See you, man. So,
who's that?
Matthews. Yeah, they're awesome.
Perfect timing.
Great company, man. So this is our upstairs range. And if you want to, afterwards, I'll show you some hats. We got some great hats, man. Bob Folkrod. A few of the shops that used to be around that aren't around anymore. We got our hat right here, Rod White. When he was in the Olympics, he made the Olympics. He signed that hat. And Frank Pearson, when he shot for Browning Bows, Frank Pearson was here. He signed that. He used to come in and do classes on shooting and everything. And then we have a gentleman over here, Roy Valancourt. And he was 93 years old when he died. But he shot everywhere. Everybody knew him. This is a Roy Valancourt arm guard. He made these and signed them and would never take a dime from anybody. He gave them away to everybody. So anybody that's been shooting for a long time had a Roy Valancourt arm guard.
Now, I'm pretty new to archery, so I don't know that name, but he sounds like a legendary
He
dude.
was around for 93 years, so yeah, everybody knew Roy back then. Everybody. He made all the shoots and just a great guy.
He's from Massachusetts?
Yep, right from Massachusetts. Yep, so we got, this is a big history wall right here. These are all McPherson bows that Matthew McPherson. So before Matthews McPherson Archery, he started McPherson Archery. And he made strings then too. So he's been making strings longer than any other company out there. And these are Tiger Twist strings. This is one of the old ones. How's that? Suggested retail, 1995. How many years ago you think that is?
20? 30?
20? That's a lot more than 20 or 30, I guarantee that. Yeah.
35, 40.
Yeah, but there's some really cool stuff like this is one of the first lit sights. You had a 9-volt battery on your bow, and that lit. And then this, you'd have your arrow on here, you'd clip this on the arrow, and when you drew back, this would pop off. That was your arrow holder then. Not like the full containment rest and stuff like that now. And if you see that light would light up, see how they had the bigger to the smaller holes as you got farther out, circles?
Yep.
I mean, they're still doing that today with the larger pins and the smaller pins as you get further back.
That's the Matthews design there?
No.
No?
No. That was way before Matthews was
Okay.
out, way before a lot. And these right here, these arrows are kind of neat. This is what used to be what is now an Illuminoc. That's how we'd see our arrows.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
And these are Razorbacks by New Archery Products. There was a Razorback 3, 4, and a 5.
Wow, that looks
And
like
these spun.
Look at that thing.
So that kind of spun. So there was a 3-blade, a 4-blade, and a 5-blade. So there's your history. When you look on the wall, you can see, like when there's long overdraws, you can tell the years when this stuff was up.
I bet you a lot of deer fell to those broadheads.
Oh yeah, those were big time. And then all the old quickie quivers that's been around for about 200 years.
Still is.
Yep, still around, still making arrows. I
Little
mean,
nighters.
quivers. The Manny Leal sight, you had your cross here, and you had your peak and your valley on that. Manny was right from Taunton, East Taunton, and he made all these right in his cellar. That was a very simple sight. Anybody that could line a crosshair up with a peak, with the valley, with a peak, with the valley, with the peak. Anybody that could do that could shoot Manny's sight. And back then we all shot fingers because releases were illegal.
Really?
Yep.
Where'd you get all these? How'd you get all the bows?
A lot of people know I like the old bows,
Yep.
and I've been around for almost all this stuff, so how about this bow? These were made in Trenton, New Jersey. It was called Rigid Archery.
Looks pretty rigid.
And how's that? Guitar tuners to time your bow. So I had never seen one of these, so anything like this, anybody that's got any of that cool stuff, I always buy it off them or trade them out, arrows or whatever they want for it. So this just, the history on these walls is just really cool.
Yeah, that's great.
What else in here, Jeff, we should show them? Anything else you can think of?
What about those caribou antlers there? Or is that a reindeer?
Yep, and this, you talk about history, Roger Orms I went hunting with him up in Canada, Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia. Roger Orms, his family donated that, and he died when he was like 90 years old, and he used to hunt Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia every year. And then these hats are really cool, all the old hats and from way back.
Yeah, lots of history there. And what are all these?
These are all the Reedy's Archery t-shirts that were made over the years. And if you want to zoom in on that PSE hat up there, that's kind of neat. And Camo Kids, there was some guys that used to have Camo Kids going.
Yeah.
But that PSE hat, just think when that camo was out, that was awesome at one time.
I still love that old school camo.
Yeah, it's kind of neat though. I mean,
resurgence.
just the
It is.
history in the hats, if you look at the hats between Bob Folkrod and, it's just kind of neat. We even got a Bass Pro hat there.
Bass Pro hat.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah. We got them all. I mean, if you went through here, like see that's a Phil's Archery from
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
There's some really, really neat hats.
Some signatures too. What's that JMU archery hat there?
James Madison University.
Yeah.
Yep.
Signed by.
They had a pretty big archery program, and we had a lot of kids out of here went down to James Madison University and shot for the college.
Couple nice elk there.
Oh yeah. Yep. And Matt O'Leary. These are all Matt O'Leary's dads right here. Matt's does a lot.
Nice ones. Who's that buck there?
That came from
Double drop time. Beauty.
yep, Fernando.
Cool.
He's amazing detail taxidermy. He's quite
Oh yeah.
the taxidermist.
Got a shirt on today.
And a great guy. Do you have a shirt on? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So out back here we have a outdoor shooting range that we let anybody, anytime come and shoot. We like people to shoot good. The better they shoot, the better we look.
Yeah. Saw somebody out there when I pulled in this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out there all the time. It's kind of neat. So this is the Wall of Fame right here. We got over 300 pictures going back at least 30 years. This is lined up all the way down the wall and all the way around the corner.
Gonna have to spend some time looking at those later.
Oh yeah, some things I can't say. I'll show you a couple.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Nice rack, right, Jeff?
Yep.
Yep.
Beautiful rack.
So I gotta get the pictures out from behind that. I didn't realize you put that right in front of me. Yep, there's some stories here I'll tell you about afterwards too. Here's a North Dakota buck. That's the North Dakota gang that was there when with Black Death. That Bill shot it. Me, Doug.
Is that one
Dave.
of the 4 Black Death bucks?
Yeah.
That is.
Yep.
Yep.
Dog
So
back when he had hair.
Yep.
you're gonna hear that story in the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of them too. That's a Black Death buck right there. There's Black Death right there.
That's one of the. That's
Yep,
the second
one
of the 4.
Yep, that's the second day. Yep. We got great guys like Richie. Richie decided he was going to take up hunting when he was like 60-something years old and ended up going out to North Dakota with us and hunting out there. And then if you look up here, this is Charlie Rehor.
Good old Charlie.
Charlie Rehor. Charlie's son, Charlie Rehor.
He's a Massachusetts guy too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's up
he
here a
rocks
lot.
it. A lot of these guys, you'll see they're in here several times. And Charlie's also over here. Charlie up top there. So some of these guys, Dan Holland, he was a great guy from. He's been coming in here 30 years too. Haven't seen him in a few years, hope he's all right. Yeah, there's that young kid. Yeah.
That looks like you.
Yeah, there's Craig Wilmington. Craig and his wife Mary have been coming in here since
Both over
1992.
here. Here's Craig. And
Yep.
Mary's over there.
Yeah, there's Mary. George Sweet. John Tangway. So many of these people have been coming in forever. Guess who? Charlie Rehor again.
There's another young guy up here.
Yeah, a couple of them. Boom, boom. Yeah, up top there.
You shoot a lot of mule deer. You like mule deer
I
better
love
than
muleys.
you like them better than
Muleys.
whitetail?
They're just a great,
Yeah.
just a different hunt, you know.
Don't have
Like
one
this
over
is,
here.
that was Illinois. That's a long story too with my brain surgery.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell you that one later too sometime.
We got the big version of that upstairs, we'll have to show them.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a downstairs range. That's the gun shop right here. That's Brophy's. I don't think he's in there yet, is he?
Not yet.
Well, come on in here. I'll show you the barber shop.
Barber shop, if you
You know, that goes with the archery shop, right? Gotta get your hair cut.
You really got a barber shop in there?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want any.
Open the door, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll, you know.
Chris B was here on the video, Colby came down and got his hair.
All right, you're on
Yeah.
film now. Get ready, you're on film.
Look at this, the barber shop. Hello,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
this is the barber shop.
Look at that. Hey, this guy's got the same haircut I do. Well, that's cool.
So, all right. Hey, we just wanted to show them the barber shop.
Oh, this is in one and in 3 states, so.
There it is.
All right, gentlemen, thanks for having us.
It was a nice talking to you.
So we built this building in 2012, and as you can see, because we have inventory stacked everywhere, we need a bigger building already. We have 2 40-foot containers outside also. This is also some of our Joe Ed team. They've traveled everywhere from Salt Lake City to Ohio. They shoot all over the place, Florida. Iowa Nationals right there. We have a great Joe Ed team, along with Hall's Archery does great. Vermont's got some great Pelkey's Archery in Vermont has an incredible team.
Yeah, that's where Colby from Ultraview started,
What's that?
up in Vermont.
Who did?
Colby,
Oh,
from Ultraview.
yeah. In here, I'll turn the lights on. This is where we make all our own t-shirts.
Look at that. I might need to, well, I don't know if you guys do it, but for the Huntstock, I'm printing some
Absolutely.
t-shirts
Oh,
up.
yeah. Yep. Yep, so these are all, you put the ink in here. You flood it with ink. So we make all our own. You can see the Reedy's Archery. That's where we did our FJB shirts.
Really cool.
And in here, we make all our own decals in here. So we got a couple guys that work in here too, and they make it, and they print the decals out right here. And then these are a whole bunch of the different t-shirts we've made and decals for people. All the different cardstock and somebody's sneakers.
Look at that.
And just a few bows hanging.
Yeah, so this is the overflow of inventory. As you can see, we need a bigger building.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
You guys do it all.
Yeah, we try. Yeah, Jeff, you got that?
Yep.
Well, thanks for the tour.
No problem. It's getting harder to keep up as I get older, I'll admit it. Trying to keep everything going. Yeah, so these are all targets.
Targets, more bows.
And this wall, everybody signs this wall. We got people that come into Boston from China. And they wrote hello from China up here. They signed all their name. There's Rod White going back.
That's a throwback.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Rod White's still shooting. In 1996, he went to the Olympics.
You know Brian Visco?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
very good friend.
Yep. He was on the podcast. He's a great guy.
Oh, was he? Yep. Yep, he is a good guy. Look, video going up these stairs.
Still moving good.
So that's what you said you wanted pink? The gentleman that came in to buy some arrows, and we ended up donating them to him because he was leaving to go over to Afghanistan. And while he was over in Afghanistan, he was going to fly this flag and bring it back for us. But they had to keep on the move because he was guiding one of the higher-ups. So they didn't have time. So when they came back, they flew this over the Pentagon. And that's why it says right here, January 8th, 21. They flew this in honor of our military support. That we have a military shooting team, and we donate a lot of bows and a lot of equipment to the military. So I thought that was kind of neat.
That's really cool.
And this came from another one of our military guys that came in. And this was flown on the USS Constitution, Old Ironsides, which I didn't even realize it's a wooden boat. It's not an iron boat.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. That means a lot to me right there when people bring stuff back like that. It's kind of cool.
That's awesome.